Alright, abusia ma memfa encha sonko emfiri Mega TV aso ye emfambra obibia nyankopon enhira papa ani apebia mo support amode maye ewo platform we eso and media mega maka mega media maka say whatever happen no say unim na ukoto abama NPP amanyuku a say unim na ukoto aba ema NPP amanyuku a in fact opese Ghana no emu enye din the more and not say emu ye din ko opese Ghana no sebi enkrofo bi emedi oman ne so na debi ebeka bofo ane na nkwa paso na efe no bofo na unim the genesis of these issues Agyapade book any the ekeka ho no the genesis of it all no me akoni akwakuti over Hobson the new revelation and simply a new one when you the wetieti no when you new one out the ababe to abontin anya de wuti na enti nyabotre na tweme na mewie some few analysis in the few minutes we are me the Hobson adoye ne de beto aso and this time around no ensema waka enye nsinkuma Yankopon shiro bibia se wo hwe Mega TV utie abrebia de bia maka se unim se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia se unim dwumadi ewurawi adwempo edo mutirimu suban a omu ahya to hono dwumadi a omu aplan ato hono se omu awini this election a omu de Ghana fo be faso a enka ma utirimu da se obeto aba ama NPP enka se bi onna nso ho dae endwene da se obeto aba ama NPP enka wonna nso ho dae de o se obeto aba e de ama NPP amanyuko because eniema ekoso eniema nkofo yi aplan no me say this 2024 election the election between Ghana and NPP election between Ghanaians and NPP because you say no obianya nka say NPP for nye Ghana for that is not what I'm saying but the issue here is I mean those who love Ghana said ye yura is it auto forcing or or mokani saying no that is General Secretary Fiave NDC for General Secretary Kote Fifi Kote Fiave Kote or say this election is between who loves Ghana and who doesn't love Ghana and it is exactly the point I'm making here. This election is between NPP, they don't love Ghana, and those who love Ghana. Yaman Kofo is only 7 years. The only thing they can do for this country, and say, and after all, after everything that we give to this NPP for, what they can tell Ghanaians, and say, what do call it? Edema abusia ketu bi Ghana no as if say e will be family property. This must be stopped. Yankopon shirawo yenko tie ensema the new version and say new one ebi onyantie enti nyabotre tinseni kosi ensem bi hye kona no so wo me say ba ku bi hye honom opsi ekae na utie sansem ya apart from Agyapade book no and Simbia Hobson eka de kire Ghana for I was a Ghana for me see Hobson wo hum Ghana for mo me nda na se owura no sa na wonyansa pa Hobson adoy wonyansa oni aye asanita no Nyankopon hiro mo omo ena omo hate that Agyapade book we so amana beji hini wo kurum ha enka NDC for they were sweeping it under the carpet and no more pra ko hye honom and I who say there be at you we any quancy a pradisha baby. I will see a review ye be so na obi who kuruma. Yankupon shira ascend tano any hoops in adoy. And other affiliated stations are mobile also. Meaning say Captain Smart any review first, but no one shadam moso gidi. Yankupon shira yanko ti sema hoops in adoy dia tuja. Me say this time around sema ubeti no uyembe show and ubesu buyem amagana. Udun se beguti amagana. Sebi uyembe yoya and the most saddest and the most worst part and it's a Canadian Japan. Papa ya wayi ni sika odi abo party in and out se party e kwa onu no yi party ba onu no yi party ba wi election ogina papa so papa is dwuma dia wadi na NPP for person born form NPP for person bo se no kwa just like that media no kwa nka yemia but and that because onu anim. But the most important thing is that some person moji Ghana edi yo moja padie. Asante for more. Yankupo inshira media mega subscribe for latest update. Yanko ti nse no emfabre ko ba ebeto aso.
So nim say kan grassroots ni.
Yes.
His financing of grassroots affirms our dire need of him at all costs in 2020 elections. Before 2020, once and then ya kutu Canada Japan was say omu hiano at all costs because one don't can say move now boys no move. One can say sit no more sit. Etino bibio mu beye bia omu di beja Canada Japan for 2020 elections no. Omo ebeya ma no.
Yes.
Wo wie no omo say we brother fool. It is important for a dossier to be prepared on him and deliberately leaked through our friends in opposition who will call for his prosecution. Ye will come her party for me to me quadrative so secretary de Japan de kum ameswale. Won't ye?
Ah, so mate.
Won't ye?
Mate.
Eti what you hold them there say book wey ye fake. Now what you hold them say wujedi.
Say nipa ba ko aminim the book here try not to hobi so mo gin input o so mo gin opinion o e hopes na bre ene say ba bia Ghana ba bia onam bia obeti Agyapade na anu ada gabi atwete say a book yi enye no kre na anu ada o chehine say ade we e fictitious e fake e malicious me emfa nya adwuma na anu ada the president so ba bontia be ka say da bi onu sa book onim ho kra hwe na omo twere book no ma even be opposition for hopes why pa na twere say
how did you know say opposition for
somebody name.
And so bizarre. Who's a joint address? Then I was opposition for the joy. And so bizarre. Adame boy. What there for a yinti? Mempese a betrayal of trust into no. A bushano bakune make us say. And
really?
O de nyamotre men go so what the message for lack of you can say for the purposes of
confidentiality woman
men pese me boni dia ka asem
o frɛ what no hope so for o de go for no say
it's okay
oh ka boy anke you
nyamotre hwe sabuku we enye MPP asem we NPP ni amemfa ho nhyem
okay
enya NPP asem etu NPP ni a memfa ho nya den enhyem ebusua bi asem de yeka
okay
ebusua no mo agye ato wo se we ni epese yeye ema ye ho ye ma ye nananka nso a ye ngo wo mo se ne Womo ebe control the nation Ghana. Womo the ebe kase womo ye shakers and movers of the country.
Na nankanso ye nyan wo mu nyina ha. Hey,
nyabotre. Emre bia na me start from the forward. Me say ye beje Ghana si ho. Oko forward a. Forward was signed, signature wa ha, you have signing of Oriata and was here. Now, before then,
yes,
I had a conversation with someone. And this book, it was only one copy. Only one copy in this world. One. Eti omo a eyo omo dia de hia no mo ya to ho. No mo discuss ya omo wi a omo to special save. Eshem ni aloko.
They say this can good save no they have a special save for it.
That's right. There maybe a dey ka say Nyankopon ti say letter ni. One particular one. Omo revie. And the cat table so. I know because copy so. No time we fast. It will show who say your photocopy.
Yes.
No photocopy ni na. I'm so drew fear no nya time no de ni phone scanning ni na put in the soft copy. Etomu. Etini say would dija ubia o masa ni panani eden. Epre.
Yes. Say come the ni brenenam.
Eti brenenam.
Yes.
Enti me suspect say ni adidi aja obi ana nipa no kopie so chese tima kwakoto abonten me enyam na me troye once it's a public document we'll discuss it.
Okay.
Obi antimi si obi akwan say sa book we yan discuss it just obegitum say your book enti mo obi anka ho asem
ye hu order na order bible ni say ne de dia ye ni nka ho asem
but the content we'll discuss it. We would discuss it. I have a family. Wamususunya bidia you have a family. Wamusunya bidia I didn't know the whole Ghana. Yemfa ye bibia emfa mabusuya baako. We NPP now fresh out defend we are not bina Nyankopon de che no wato atwene. Wabusuya bi na se wo mpa tena ho na defend. Share the forward first paragraph. Was it to our future made up of present and the unborn? What here?
Miti.
Adi we omo ya mo dachi. Eye enne.
Yes.
Ye na ye ti ase ne e wo abusuanum ne ye ma na omo ti ase ne no. Edi omo a ye nya nwo omo. Omo na cancel abo.
Okay.
For whom this will of a nation is being prepared.
So they've able to be aware.
Now she say, a serious issue near come ha say no. Serious issue. What do you think? Was it to our foremost king? Or for repaying the prejudice spread across the world for whom and to whom alone this sacred document is prepared? Yet ya shena munyam.
Yema sheme.
Uyemu nsho saying. Yet ya shena munyam. Because of time, meant me kind in but yeah, babu bobi so. Tieni okan wa saying. Was it with arrival of Danado, we see the rebirth of a second JB Dangwa, who has come to the rescue. Afi, o get a point in about.
As a will be my dream.
Who did you? Me, I'm not the author of this book.
Memo was said was kind to me tears and
ma kind, a kind.
It'll be our kind.
Oh, yeah, analysis na. Pe.
It's
what is me kind chapter paragraph of your how what's it? Currently, with Nana in total control of the whole entity of Ghana, we have a duty to ensure that we take over the commanding height of the essential fabric of the factory, of the country, in order that even in the event that Nana leaves the scene after the mandatory 8 years, the sons and daughters of Ochemai will be firmly secured and such control both financially and economically that can no longer be ignored in the battle to control the destiny of Ghana.
Nana Ben ye can asem first and second term.
Na one share send me kokwa bawa hano one share metutu bi amane.
Some me trust.
One share metutu bi amane. What you say? What's it? In doing this,
yes,
we need to be strategic.
Okay.
We would have to work with other people from some of the diverse ethnic groups, including some carefully selected people in Ashanti, and other diverse ethnicities or land. This will make them believe that they also have a hand in the pie.
Hey.
What we say, NPP beko primaries. Omo champion great people from the Ashanti region. Oh, and yeah, over say yabe. What would you know? No more yet this. It will obscure any suspicion that the project is essentially an opportunity project. This point is crucial, because with electoral politics, we have to have our eyes on the numbers in the electoral process.
Okay.
We cannot be blatant until we are completely secured in the endeavor. It is especially so because so far, the Ashantis constitute the single most populous ethnic group in this country. We'll do the next paragraph.
Yes.
Paragraph 9.
Yes.
Was it although the Ashanti group within the current MPP is gearing itself to take over the party after Nane's tenure in 2024. It will be ideal if we could work to bypass them in 2024. With hard work, we could work to pass the mantle over to a non-account person, preferably from the north, under whose presidency we could secure the maturity of our takeover project. Jesus Christ.
Watch my guess, BB.
Jesus Christ. And then, Bedewoka say, MPP Faber of River,
the northern part of Ghana.
But Minchina has say, Muye. What say? Asante for more MPP mu. War mo say, one more NBD MPP anim, a brand and a kufado every year.
Yes.
Now, more modern say, or mobile na fast antiphone. Na omo fama obia onyek akani. Ndemo baby omo pepper ne say the party be free enough.
Come smash my BNC.
When I see an answer and see ye.
Nipa be 5 and 6.
Who better hoka say a fake documenter? Then you yourself should examine your head. As some that guy be cocotreno, he should examine his head first. What if we say Jimmy Okroma say? As some we are bomb and as a bomb. Wait, 2018. What's his name? What the Mamma call or boss to the answer?
Canada Japan.
What the tea? Near Kapa Canada Japan. In this book, they have 332 galamsey companies. Our Mugumo Muyajuma. Called deep forest, over called galamsey, a cost or hodum. And then in that, no work I say.
When I said President Kwaso or the presidency bet online if they try to do galamsey.
What am I? Office said, look, the same crophobia or more school or more Yanko Pan or Madam or more school or more being would diagram move be two here.
I was what be Canada Japan be
Canada Japan.
Yes.
T and Yomukafano.
Yes.
Canada Japan.
Yes.
A very good asset. The party must, as a matter of need and a possibility, defend him going into 2020 elections. Way back in 2018.
Okay.
At the 2020 elections. He has the utmost control over our action troopers. So you say can grassroots.
Yes. Delta Force, the visible force,
and all the former criminal elements who are purposed for the final push. In addition to his deep pockets, his financing of grassroots affirms our dire need of him at all costs in 2020 elections. Before 2020, once another year, Canada Japan was say or move at all costs. Because we don't say move, now boys no move. We can say sit, no more sit. Etino, bibia mubeye bia omudi beja Canada Japan for 2020 elections. Omo ebeya mano.
Yes.
Wo wie no say we brother fool. Tie. While conceding his meeting towards the base, his trenchant for being a loose cannon in attacking persons who should be left alone is sometimes worrying. As a result, he must eventually be weaned off as our project reaps dividend. Hey, say
dividends.
Say Google, you be chiruma magana for United.
Project no do dividend.
So almost secure second term we are dividend number. It is that time you pushing out.
Then you become irrelevant in the party.
To need less and less of his funding. Satemono, afe kandi sikabo and fesika mo yen fa
irrelevant.
His self-confessed unbreaking quest for personal wealth is a potential threat to causing us to suffer needless exposure. It is important for a dossier, it is important for a dossier to be prepared on him and deliberately leak through our friends in opposition, who will call for his prosecution. Kene Opoku is to revise the 2016 plan and progress to his dossier for this purpose, but should be filed under any of should not be filed under any official seal.
What's the fight for Chechemuni fancy? So after all the sacrifice this man has sacrificed for the party.
Yeah, will come her party for me to me quadrative to secretary the Japan the kum ameswali. Won't ye?
Ah, so Mate.
Won't ye?
Mate.
And what you want them there say book where you fake. Now what you want them say wujedi. Was he unprepared dossier? Ye leaky infama opposition for. It should not come under any seal. This book is under a seal. A family BC and a dasono. But you know, prepared the opposition for no one call for Canada Japan in prosecution should not be under any seal.
After all the commitment and everything.
After all the commitment.
Dedication.
Some for Koko and Trapo NPP-4 Komuko and Trapo president in Yade Kennedy China ho a fighting no. That petria. Any what you want them say a fiction. Ace.
Because rubbish.
She mame mao.
Ana fancy me.
Banks no kwai omo be fa so a omo be wurawura.
Yes.
Omo classified into three. You were mother, you were biological children,
yes,
and you were adopted children.
Yes.
More than a Bank of Ghana. What they will tell me
young call Eco Bank ono.
Yeah, call Eco Bank ono. No, under adopted children. Eco Bank ti. Ninji na muno chere say womo enkonko pese womo control na se bibisa.
Okay.
But womo promo crofo wo board no so. Na e ba se womo disika bi ba for more personal businesses na tima fa ho.
Okay. Me fancy.
What say we have two routes of entry into this institution.
Yes.
First is through Senate, which has a seat on board of EcoBank Ghana by virtue of its shareholding. The seat is occupied by Director General of Senate. In phase 2 of our agenda,
in phase 2
of our agenda, Sabugwe revision we no 2018 no.
Yes.
In phase 2 of our agenda, Kofi Bosompem Osafumafo, who is a Deputy Director General of Senate, should be made the Director General to give him the seat on the EcoBank Ghana board. And then me no say, who is the Director General of Senate?
Wait a minute, wait dear.
Look, take your time, analyze it. It is a NDC for a natural sabuku way, and abayi implemented ya and the ehun. And the ehun. Me say this book, Alanche Mantemba, there should be a forensic audit to get the source of this book.
So what can you do? Book here.
I'm a expert. Tracy, baby free. Yet you want them say a fiction.
I say imagination a dream.
Hey, the last one. The last one. With them who say the last one.
Yes.
Under oil and gas.
Page 10 no last one.
Under you can say Woko Free capital market one. Under insurance. The next page. The next page. Mining, oil and gas industries. Tie. Baby cranan can person di can about the electricity. But how the yanko has say? Was say our mining as well as oil and gas strategies constitute a major plank of our blueprint for controlling the extraction of natural resources, which God has generously bestowed on Ghana, particularly the Achem land. The next, was it to this end? Okay, my member has said, growing environmental factors are rendering risky.
Yes.
Our use of illegal small-scale mining, Galamsey, as a source of financing our political objectives. There is therefore a need to roll out a more rigorous legal means of controlling significant stake in the legal gold value chain. Let's just say, what can you say? Send you know, Obuka so mo depend on Galamsey nunkwa emre bi beba ebe hadwene nti obumpe legal yi. And was it to this end a cursory look at the proof concession should be looked at. Asante Bedietuo is to lead the process to take over these concessions detail below and consolidate them into the standard Agyapade LLC incorporated in Jersey. Agyapade LLC, Eco Parliament and Anko Parliament.
Hey. Hopes watch my being CBB.
Franco. Hey, Agyapade LLC. Look, last I called this one, Honorable Adongo.
Yes.
Then person be funny.
Yes.
And the briefings, the Maya. What's a minority work up?
Yes,
that time, majority, they had the numbers to pass it.
Yes.
But today they see so senior the President Babonte said omkwa revision.
Yes.
Nafe asaba back to parliament. What kind kwachira tabu konti mo pa mo memra part 2. Tabu konti ya. Kabeye say royalties no so mba bejeje no. A chunk of it will be diverted into account or mato edin war account.
Who war fund bi?
War fund. War fund. Me a diverted look, what from hey, Ghana DBA, sorry. We need to fight this.
Really?
All Ghanaians are entitled to our natural resources. What can we be say? We'll be over examine head. Excuse me. And the power and get bimukra will work free. We are say. Unkofa ayi iron rods in a shisho mumu. Musidi. They should stop it. To end this, your best re. Mumma yemfa to me no Emma Alanko.
They say we production team no crack catch say they are making arrangements. We be part 2.
I say be part 2. Yeah, part 3 crack home.
But who's one of your machine you?
Me say we see
after all the sacrifice by Kedia.
I don't say I will phones who are you. When you get it, print it. The bandit they say. The fat pen kita. What you walk kind now was in science here. What kind that was in science here? We are shall go through beam. Yes, I'm fast anti-phone. The uncle for being free no fumra. I see an here.
I see.
Canada Japan 2020 the year, young chrono. That one why you are your body galaway, young dosia, the I see an assensi. But your Montrao. That ye mabe train abba, I see, and I say, ya transi, Amasadi, where is your Ghana. Etebusiafo ya beda mu nyina se na ne bi ka nyina ne se yewura alanko jochemanten ene na fafranto movement. We are coming to stand in and make sure say some of these things enkoso na be kan wa ha ne se sabu di tumi e sha alanko jochemanten ensa nkofo be kojelu okrom ha no nkofo be kojelu okrom ha na me say part 2 no me kire why ye park court
Supreme Court no
baby a court no nyina wo de metro why ana me say ye background check bi
okay
me who say onye obi oye corrupt so
really
oh yeah
onye obi oye corrupt
na what in ngada when it comes to corruption what in ngada
to be honest Debbie
that's right this is the man na the ema mesa ekope na asem kra ne say where minister ne say trade fair ye ton na omude agreement beto nanim o kansa no awusunity wase David agreement we am Ghana
edi ankanye ala na trade fair ye ton
ya ton enye se enye ala na me ka se no batie me
metie o pa house metie nkomo na ye me de metie
enti o ka se David we de am Ghana o kan ya wase one sign it was alleged ana metie former member of parliament and no kan o radio so say
okay
ono so te say wo ma investor no kra ebe hu no backdoor cash bread no so wonje no onsan e bread wo hia sika e de akọ primaries enso wanye wansan ana omo tam agreement no a free trade e de kọ ba bifufuro ana omo kosan ye na trade fair e share trade ministers you know yansan e de akọ ba bifufuro akọ kosan
Lisa Mekiale na say the sector minister
yes
every data should pass through his end
yes
yes see a person a ton adie na only privy knowledge about it
I just only knowledge about it was it one sign because agreement no Ghana
no me afanachi
and omo dia akoba bifufura akwa sign and dey abubu ho nyina bu look madam for hini bia no was sponsor NPP in opposition was see the office with trade fair afanishi mo nice what your mama bre you just started development bia
yes
you bubu bia office Oko my Beland. Ade ne ye ho no. Eti sani omadi nyina ma migda arehemu ewonumu. Look, me de ma me tutare akufado de den pa no. Me hu se akufado. No you obi a wonye corrupt.
Okay.
Woka ayi bi pa na e bi obo bi din kra no hu se sa di pa ne ye ya. Hu se de nimu se sa at once.
Oh, okay.
E ba me chese migda chidie the way I trusted the man. Maybe I make say the tia what man busha for na asa anything. So on no. What man say anything. Aland me because of that me dinechi me tare no tare. Oh why and why.
All right, so that's why I'm live on 2 TV. Anybody can catch us say Hobson Adoye Waha, Director for Special Duties. Now Hobson Boa me sa portfolio na se say special duties as a trainer say
nothing your special duties
the
duties as say
me na you about in the church mu
anamwa
okay
say ye wo nwuma ye
okay
eti wo no wo ye special duties no no
because na kwakoti asembi
men kwati asembi ya special duties here we
hey hope do kube na hope say nyame adom me pese me bisa se afrafranto yi nipa
na o se me din na hemfimfi na iden
ya ovi no o ayi unim zito
me ni papa
zito say ya ovi no as a trainer say ya oketwa na me say this me sia hopes na me bisa hopes because ono no me nyini so akwa na mamu den nas ma oka na maybe am nyini
onko hoda maybe an offer ni anguna maybe an offer
but correct
dey correct I say atakakra na atapeni
oh okay okay
me fear ya ye 2 bako 68 born bako 69 born
oh okay
na ye no na ye pre we say me na me penny we say me na me penny na this is our difference you know
okay say hu say ya oketo ani ya opanyini ni
yeah
oh fine
et no penny na friend ya oga
oh okay
ya ovi
oh okay
oh
okay
afede
na de hope
zito watcha
oh zito ya zito nimza wo be kwa epo anu a wo hwe we de obo se watcha now ye hwe afafranto yi nipa ka be bisa se ne ho te sei
afafranto ho ye pa na obia nim sa afafranto de o hwe ye book ye chi a ene da ho kama
yes
so ho de je now o dane book na nimu a
yes
was it the great transformational plan
yes
na ofuri ho no mu a ye wo west bako 4 e wo ho no
okay
eye growth ye can say stability growth resilient and prosperity
okay
sa nyoma 4 we ene ma oman bia ediye
growth
stability first
yes
Now we move to growth. From growth, no, I say a resilience.
Yes.
From there, as I say, obiadi prosperity.
Oh, fine.
What you say?
Matthias.
And then your current situation in Ghana now, we are not in stable economy. Our economy is unstable. Economy, inflation here 23%. We share your debt to GDP. Baby, aqua kudru. And then a home and kikaye. We share the exchange rate in the Ghana. We are not stable. Eti essence is stable. We need someone who will take us to that stability.
Okay.
Now, see about Fourth Republic. This is 32 years. This 32 years, yanya president ahodo.
Yes.
Omaba betwe mwako ene ni wote
Yes.
First one, Jerry John Lawrence.
Yes.
Was wa lay foundation.
A good foundation.
One cannot just good was a solid foundation.
Thank you.
O free honum Jericho for by. Was wa lay solid foundation. Or only foundation now will lay no. Ultimo say naka ye solid. Offer the size of the economy from 4 billion within 8 years now quadruple up to 16 billion. It will not say no kase wa build the foundation and now what you here. Etinaka kase yababisi superstructure na so.
Okay.
Ana Evans Atamas ebaye. But so was say wa build the solid foundation. Your Mahama baye wa build the solid foundation. Ana Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo ababedru. Nancy finance minister was here build this solid foundation. That pain ye basic superstructure. That pain. Eti ye be market time I build the foundation is out for 32 years. Then you say babe twice I build this 36 years. When? And no na lanche maintain kase. We need stability.
Okay.
Not just stability. Say, and then dollar to CD. Ebi aye say antino is stable. And yeah, no ni
okay.
As I said to me, twice or 4 years, now you're stable. And no the deep growth. Eba. Eti growth no eba. Ubon safe we economy no ababeye solid, resilient. Then omo bugum awo mudiga. Other businesses in the no. Na fe prosperity never. Because oko kudiga no one yam faswa. Won't mean prosper.
Yes.
A team faswa no ban and no nature say. Look, maybe I'm simple analysis. 2016, $10,000. Over $10,000. Now we have just 40,000 cities.
It's $1 near 4 cities, no.
Near 4 cities.
Okay.
We have just 40,000.
Okay.
Now we the same 10,000 today, we hear more than 150,000. Now, dear, it's what the 110,000 within a matter of 8 years. Should we continue market time? Ya mambo na ye bunin ye shishe jinano ye market time. There is no forward march. Entino, Alanche maintain say the great transformational planning. A brand new war NPP move from 2001 and was started so your document in Wajuma.
From 2001.
Yes.
And then I see a cry fan say be watching
na minimum po. Dr. Abu Sakara said 2001 and Alan Freno said na great policy or mamishim emano. And I say na the pay war NPP and obeti my friend me say and to say who bibi ewo Alan Chemantimu. I don't know etwa ya. Eti say Alan ba be ye fragbera. I tell you say enka sa solutions ya ye kitai. Enka no na nkade party no eko.
Now also let me ask some few questions. Now in relation to the economy, Obashanes were when NPP was in opposition, very hard on the economy against John Dramani Mahama. Yeah. Now, says here, Bafana Safafanto, only MPP, or young finance and only MPP. But people still have the notion, say, Alan was part of Akufo-Addo's government. If there is a problem, he's still part of the problem.
And why you know who are free now? Why you bold a more solution to solve it? You know, and can say Ghana for Timmy Bonabaso Namo de Swan no solve. Bible cracker said, or was your penance and Anamiwa. It's the 80 we yepe. $1 a year 15 plus yepe. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Alan Asheshe Adeno Ediato Honum. Was say Oba Bebede an enterprise economy.
Enterprise economy.
Yes. Okay. Simple. What the oka enterprise. Obia menya ne simple. No obia wo hwe bia antiase. Odi Urama kola Ramadina Jom Obehuma Miadwa and Science Enterprise. So and so a gradie economy ade babibu.
Okay.
What you say? The ebema yesi kasem etima eden etima koso. Edu de babehwe. Eti wohwe sadia the forward of this document.
Okay.
The other forward can you make the pa. Wohwe this forward. Deeper what troye your friend bath for doctor or say she might brain to the sis.
Okay.
Or two for my rehine.
Okay.
At the trust are forward. A time until what their men can me pesa man for whom the document in Amikitano. That your papa yinano wa putuno into 6 clusters. 6 clusters.
Okay.
Now under every cluster no a pillars.
Okay.
Under every pillars you know your thematic areas. Then the solution.
Okay.
So that wa putuno this first economic cluster.
Okay.
Second governance cluster.
Okay.
Third infrastructure cluster.
Okay.
Fourth social services cluster. 5 environment, science and technology and natural resources cluster.
Okay.
Then the 6th one is something new.
Okay.
Behavioral and mindset change.
All right.
The 6th one because a hona nyeduma obetima succeed first one, second one, third, fourth up to 5th. 6th one na nyeduma ni nyina besan hwegu.
Reason here dey ntia.
Reason is say as a second and be asesa ne su ene ne ban. Number 1, ebrebia ye boka editete gatam ede prapra ekwan mu. Wo prawie ya no anom ne su no agya to ho. Ochena wo sand another sika ese kwakoye. The mindset must change. The yehu say ya pra ekwan so. Ense se wo de raba no kokoto ho. Emiesan ko se sika puduo sa biem.
Okay.
Eti ya ye sisi hodom na wode apakotum eno no wo bo ho ka eye ketua bi dan say ye belita the whole place. Now the mindset change no ehu hia in the sense say ya fa wa ban ya dwuma mu ese se wo hye dwuma se 8 o'clock sharp eje 8 ni den se wo dro dwuma mu ho ese wo dro dwuma ho now prepare for the 8.
Yes.
Obi betre fia no akwakodro 9:15 Odu 9:15 so a no akwakosan 8 o'clock. What you want no a lunch time no tete ho a bottle o si o me kwakodi di aba okwa wo mabium just at the following day. That mindset must change. Because ye twa oka adwuma wo ye no and the productivity den eba. Na so be yes anu amani nyina na kire sen. Now, ya forward adwuma mu. Ye ba appointment Unafu share oh congratulations. Only question for mutadi kan bisa. A hoarder there.
It besides a hoarder.
A hoarder.
Okay.
I want it.
O me tadi tibi there.
A hoarder. Straight away. Chese dey adwuma na okoyo.
Okopon hwanya.
Okopon hwanya tam. Ye adwuma. Successive governments are beginna. Sa pepepe enetie. There should be a mindset change.
Yes.
Amafo be hu say aha ye de me ko no eje sika na me kwa kope na mom me kwa koye adwuma agidin.
Patriotism no.
Patriotism no.
Okokun ho ye adwuma ma oman no.
That's right. Hwe okọ Europe on. Ebia a whole prime minister na ne annual salary be say 120,000 euros. Divided by 12 saying
Kakra.
Eti omukọ hodom a omunya ban mu so omukọ akwesefo a enye hodom omukọ peska okọ ye adwuma ajadin wo wie saa aban adwuma no ofiri so a private companies no ye pena baba ye face of our company ye nkofa no MD ye fa MD na ebi betima ma 4.5 million euros per annum.
Yes.
Chese ubetima nyesika 1 month abro the whole year ebra na wo aban
wo public sector no
na wo public sector.
Yes.
Eti Sana brofo no dia hye o mo adwene mu eti wo kwa ya aban adwuma wo nkwose wo kwa wieska wo nkwose wo kwa inflate contract wo nkwose o sika we ne de aba o kwan bia so wonyi su sika no so kwan bia so o nkrofo wi ba he serve wo muti twrose we ba he say no wabobwa na sika no asa na aban kra sa ba bedeneka enso sika na nkwango ye hwe wo de hye no botom
na ho so mamisa sa se de wo kan nyina ye now ade ba ko a ase a hard dream power organ hapa ne say fighting against your own people is a problem.
Adinti ade hia a government of national unity.
A government of national unity.
Yes.
As a Chinese say.
A government of national unity is a Alan Eba as independent president.
Yes.
But bar, it doesn't matter party or womb. Once you are good material, no do aba. Eti anya fe na abeka se, ana me no bre wo party no mu. Eti enti mimpa mo. Hwese finance minister Digana bro. Mompa mo MPs sorry, ese da. Wa ho de no. Na office a government of national unity. Oh, the relationship yeah with the president in there. And here we go what you call intentum gra. So these are some of the things Allah will bring on board. A bit changing your situation. It is a wunya dini bi say adwuma na mekoye no mekoye ajadin na menkoye say me de kwako wieska. I tell you Ghana be konanim. Obi ani ho no mo beka say oh me ye adwuma na sika bi aba ho mentimi gase me interfere bi Ghana de ne de e broso
am for tafe broso
time enti these are the clusters.
Okay.
Now mamemfa economic cluster for the economic cluster e wo 11 pillars.
Okay.
Sub pillars one expenditure management and control.
Okay.
Very key. So economy ebe koyia.
Yes.
Na so want to man control expenditure. Want to man manage the year. Forget it.
Expenditure for bra from a layman point of view idea.
Expenditure say aban sika or say e won ndwuma yemu.
Okay.
Me fa ministers e ka me bo mo ho. Me ye say miama sika me de be ye e de e kai ka ho no. E say otimi control.
Okay.
Now under that no. Tie kwan ya wo fa so the solution.
Yes.
Can saying expenditure management and control no. We say number 1. Ye wo emra e wo Ghana ha say ye budget deficit. And say enka equal more than 5%.
Okay.
Emra o. And so emra bi aban edibro 5%. Watomra o. Na ho na be che no.
It means say aban nye discipline wo.
That's right. Emra na wato no emra o. Sanga se echi aban.
Yes.
Men bro 5%. What go di 14%?
Be na wachi aban.
Echi why na be che no?
Eno ni asem no.
E dey say ntimi chi no. Auditor General ebe kwa ya de na ba say eh ye hwemu 12 billion. Ya say no ayira. Ya say parliament for mu nkonko hwehwemu. No mu kokotena ho a. Anti parliament adwuma ya no mu your public accounts committee no. Eya na so ani. Me bisa.
As omo ye wi a be to awe to etesa.
Ti wa dey asresere o you are discharged.
Yes.
No ko. Eti alliance oba. Oba make sure say oba achieve budget deficit rate not exceeding 5% within a period of 2 years. Now, what ban of first year because he say yeah budget because answer na you be for mobile budget for you can say 2025
yes, for annual year no.
That's right.
Yes.
Eti ono no ye to honoma president who take over you are working with that and make sure say through mid-year no what to nyama na fe wan kasa wa be prepare wo de eti within 2 years no won exceed 5%.
Okay.
Se base wo mu be go beyond the budget no kana it should not exceed 5%. That is number 1. Number 2, establish a lean but efficient government by reducing the current size of government, including but not limited to limiting the number of ministerial appointments to not more than
40 ministers.
40 ministers.
Hope say honya abotre. Me kai when J Kufuor in 2000 wanted to be the president. He talk about ministers obo betete so obaye or sabe patch okra say no nya me wura mamu no.
Nyamotre. More getting it wrong.
Okay.
J. Kufuor apologized on fuel prices.
So no, the
not ministerial appointment.
So
let's get that phrase clear.
Okay.
Gallon ye di gina can say stage so.
Okay.
Afi eba ya na tutum no say woni insider wo hu say the city.
All right, so thanks for the education. Yeah. Now when Mama was the president,
forget about Mama can be GTP. Okay, forget about Mama.
Because later make us say
forget about him.
No, try to get me. Later make us say 40 ministers. Is it achievable in Ghana?
Oh, Nyabotre.
Okay, me too.
Now one share practical person. Which na eje chiwe mpo na ye ba be wa ha o.
Oh. Na be mu ye chiwe mpo.
Me say enye chiwe mpo.
Me too.
Practical issues.
Me too.
Alan. 40 ministers no. One can is akeke.
Okay.
Wa call ahead. As state ministries are what the be adwuma.
Okay.
Apart from Ministry of Justice, Attorney General, Constitution, no, a capture, no, all other ministries, no, a president or prerogative.
Oh, okay.
What I'll be to my critic to minister, or ministries.
Wow, pay and idea.
Oh, they,
okay.
So, me person me create 100 ministries, me person create 40, me person me create say. Eti alliance or by a realignment of ministries.
Okay.
Eti oko me refer you to governance structure. Page 40 honomona page 40 and 41 tio economic cluster under expenditure management and control and no ana link up governance because also be reduce or reduce ni say obi ba no so say so oka 40 no and obi di America so be
be say 50 be say 60 yes.
Hey, wamu di wamu document ba no one state ya pushi wamu mo state. Alan a state wa hase. Obenya 16 ministries.
Okay.
Currently as a ministries no ko be 30 something. Obe reduce no to 16.
16.
Sa 60 we. Memfa regional ministers.
Okay.
There was 16 regional regions.
Yes.
It obenya 16 regional ministers.
Yes.
We free 40 mo aka 24. Now 24 no. And no 16 ministries e ba be cover.
Okay.
Now, what's about Attorney General first. Number 2, and finance ministry. Ministers 4 na Trade and industry. Ministers 4. Oka 2 ministries ibomwa. Ministers today 8.
8.
Alliance oba Obeka finance ministry any trade and industry abom. No ayen 1 ministry. Wayen 1 Obenya minister, substantive minister for finance, trade and industry.
Okay.
Now, wanya minister of state.
Okay.
In charge of trade and industry. No wasenya another minister of state in charge of finance and economy.
Okay.
Eti obenya just 3 ministers. Wakate 5 Ephraim for this current year. So. Me ye mathematics na mo. Kwa ye be fa so a ye economy no ye beti ma manage ayi ne ya boost the economy. Eti just 2 ministries. Ene ye were 8 ministers. I mean deputy ne minister of state ne ayi 8. Waka bomu no wo ba benya just 3 ministers. Into akate 5.
Okay.
Ene Land Cruiser brand new Obenya no be $200,000.
Yes.
Wanyano for no.
Yes.
$200,000.
Yes.
Who change $200,000? Eba Ghana sikamua. About 30 something billion OCDs.
About 3.8 million Ghana cedis.
That's right.
Okay.
Oka 3.8 na Ghana fontiase.
30
over 30 billion.
Into over 30 billion.
Yes.
Okay.
Obi amfa ni calculator no onye. Just one Land Cruiser. 30 billion times 5 now wakate no. Unya 150 billion. Sa 150 billion. What name the number of classroom services? Do you know that?
Bibri.
Eti nkwala per classroom atram. Yenya. Now we say some ministers bubruja. Abi wo kwa heva. Mi wie no mababe maw countries. Now I share the number of ministers and then you compare to Ghana. President Akufo-Addo by first term 125 ministers. And then at about 85. That 88 or 85. My 85. Etiamfa ni 85 ni nyadwuma. ala de ba 40 a wakati 45 afrim 30 billion times 45 just imagine Niama ebetima ye ewo Ghana hase
ye hwe ne sa me no ye adwen sika sem de ebeboa ba adwuma no workload no nye kese se ye emerge institutions ni bia na enma adwuma no nye kese ema ministers no
me pacho wakwa America da
me nko hoda
okay enka me chiro just offer New York state
yes
na hwe sene etie ye wo 50 states wo mo ministers aya na secretary of state no wo mo less than 20 or me less than 20
with this high population.
Eti dia asem na woka no. Eti asem na woka no. Woka omo si o, omo no ye yield system. Look, ye ni ye can say MMDCs. Ye ni regional ministers. Eti dia asem na omo ka kire ye no. So how dey no. Eti these are some of the things that obetima ye. I'm making sure say ye overspending. Aye benye sika eti ajade ama ye can say Ghana for ho ato omo. That is number 2. Number 3, food, agriculture, and fisheries. Who's your fisheries minister?
Yes, agric.
What's your about Bekani in Abum?
Okay.
They are just one minister, no deputy, no minister of state. 1. Waba, foreign affairs and regional cooperation, 1 minister. Minister of defense, 1. Education, Yebenya substantive minister. Nianya Minister of State in charge of basic and secondary education. Finito. Health Ministry. Yebenya 1 minister, substantive minister. Nianya 1 Minister of State in charge of traditional medicine and mental health. 2. Finito. Now, Yako Minister of Interior. 1 minister, no deputy, no Minister of State. Then, Work ministries be 6 to 7 album iron 1 Ministry of Infrastructure.
Yankopon enshira papa se wetimi akuti ensemi na debia mega mekan Ghana na yete no enye obi ade o Ghana no enye NPP for Ghana even Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah na oye party beni CPP Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Convention People's Party by Yemisa after say Ghana gaining independence eno mo yi omo ma wie ya awura no ewuko ye no Ghana CPP4 omo be wuri Ghana omo timi be di oman we so bio after this fourth republic has CPP been able to rule Ghana? I'm asking Enti omokra na omopa founder and the leader of the party no he led our what and I say he led to our independence. He struggled with some people and we were given our freedom. And we were given our freedom. It is such a person no krano and ni party ewo honum and then the party you don't hear anything about the party. They don't claim to take Ghana as their bona fide property. And there's such a person, the party, they don't claim to take Ghana as their property. But more, I can put for party and people for by idea. You want to take over Ghana. You want to take what is belongs to Ghana. You want to take what is belongs to all of us. Enti muye seya ebe den no man na kunenim muye seya ebe den no man no timamufo ye ho atimi ahenhan ye ho atimi atoye edin ena de ye MPP fo sebi edin duwadi ena MPP fo ye de ayemo de bona ye ni se ye to aba edigi NDC for Sinchen in 2016 and ye di Akufo-Addo besi so. Is that the sin that we did? And obia wabu MPP bia no MPP ehu se waboa no omo pese omo yeden omo sam punish ni pakro. For example, Dr. Popo Kosindu mo mekasa mo kase membra me evidence mbra no mekan nimsemo Dr. Papa Kosindum, we all know what MPP they did to this man, this gentleman. But they be on so they be membremu MPP for be because or no any didn't who Dr. Papa Kosindum etina ho dwom wampe ena okotina amakomu odine ho ekodon NDC sorry MPP ena omo super NDC for enti ene en obi eturu kohwe nkwa sebie nyaado yenturu no enkohwe owu MPP for mko position and you people will suffer. You will suffer before you come to power because mama my way I said ye hu etie ye hu etie I see ahoma so many now person ogige o on say utimi ye o ye hu etie ade eden nkwa na dia yem. You see the bia meka sa asemwe go a wo betina say na general election we basu obekwa akoto abade ma MPP no, and I want understand how you think. Bindi obiatem obia won political career or done, but this MPP particular year party omo sebi adwembone for, and they have decided to let this country down. They have decided to take this country as their own property. Into who bit is a gabi asarochi dakwa. He has nothing to do in this country. Onye few ena omo pompi sikane de manesa. Aji obi a o benefit massively ewa aban mu. Aji obi a udidi ewa aban mu. Aji obi a oyeden udidi ewa aban mu. Aji obi a directly no omo atoto cars any fee di amount. Say until that na say o ye me amete ho a me mani abere ya mini sika wo mbotom ekom edime anopa me ndidi ye kwa na, you will never go and vote for MPP again. You will never stand up and you never wake up in the morning 7 December in the morning and even imagine say oh koto aba MPP amoma bewene. You will never do that because akromfo ene yi omuso mumedi oman wi so. And this is the time we have to pay them back by taking them to opposition. This is the time we have to pay them back. The bitterness they have let us in, the bitterness our this is the time we have to take them back to opposition. And nothing can stop us. Memaka MPP for omunwe mukari say enchine bottom they will go to opposition because we are fed up. Yabre. And teacher would me, it's me can send me. It say we have 1 million ways to win the election. Of which I may know to hold me. The only way to win the election is to what? Is to fairly free and fair election. Say you aba na the majority no atwaba ma no when 50 plus 1 vote. That is the only way to win election in this country. We don't have any other way. It teacher would meet me babonti because you have more than 1 million ways to win the election, which means this man, he was signing a signal. Plans be on my bono baby. Tirimpo bi o mabo se o mba rigi election no ena chama mutumi ababon tiabe ma hint. It be am kase MPP for sa adwene ne dem tirim no. You better take it off because it is not gonna work. Enye adwuma okuruma. It is not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is not gonna work. Enye adwuma. So how can you tell us the only way to win the election is free and fair by voting? No, you are telling me you have 1 million ways. Tell us the other reasons. Tell us the other ways. Tell us the other ways. Enti Ghana, baby aye kono ehwetro. Mane maya adwimu krata say beto aba ediama the crop of leaders again. And that is the reason why Asantefo they are slowly taking the party. Achimfo taking this party no. Achimfo fa e dia bom mutiri so because ohwe ene chama wuntumi a omo eye no the word quality the Ashanti Regional Chama. Do you understand? Chama wuntumi has no idea about politics. na mesi Chamawuntumi no yesofo ono okwa asofo school Chamawuntumi kwa asofo school okwa asofo school say in the other way no obeden obetimi aba na oba abeden watimi aba abe ye sofo but ankoba ne sa so sa no oti o there is no way say no he's meant for politics and that is the reason why Agyapade document you know it has been able to penetrate in Ashanti region no because nipa odi omu anim wo honom Chamawuntumi and Chamawuntumi know he knows nothing about politics. He knows nothing about politics. Inti achema affairs na omu hyenechi na omu echinchin no said the yewura Dr. Mahmoud Bomi ni still ya na ope akuta techiman for ye demand no. Inti Ghana bebia ekwo no se oya santini na ope NPP asema let me tell you something. Eye niema mienu pe. Ida say mumina mubu befu na masori na makase the flag bearer na mumpe no. And I don't think that it is possible because in constitution no ye flag bearer via it is mandatory for all the party members to follow and pay their respect to. And the other option is a mubetu aba na maiden moyi NPP abanye free so. Ebasa na they will go for another presidential primaries. Ehonum na mubenya the opportunity to select Kendi Akumpe kwa Japan because he will be the last choice. Intima yentenase na yenkoto aba emfa mabomia enka nkyere ho say yepimpuntuo ensem okan yi nyina no none of them na wetimi accomplete and as wetimi accomplish e okurum ha and he's still making fun of himself, always making promises even he's more than the man himself can promise. You see, these are the things when a niema ekoso a ewo say yema yedi da honom and we need not to be told. Obviously yehu say adene ye adwuma. It is working. And if we sit down for somebody to tell you say it is a fiction, it is a fabricated story and all those kind of enema mokika fa ho na abusia, problem is at hand. Problem is at what hand? Nti aye wura hopes na doye oba na wiye no oka Ghana for yesuban Ghana for yesuban ya na ye pray for change but ubehu sisi election ya yekoi election ya yekoi ubehu se na obi akwaji sika aden ya okotwa mbomia and bisa ho se waji se sika no se woji $100 million kwa na omusika wuntimi mfa nya fie at the end of the day no ube miss manage no ube squander no kese odi baye niema ehia but oto aba edema obi a the visionary leader honest leader obi a promise a ombebuso a debia no eniema beko nanim and things will never be the same. That is what we are urging you to vote for JM and vote against Dr. Mahmoud Bomi, the producer ya chimney, the Mitiano Kamisro, the medium in Fahum, the Casa Chim for a mafia, producer and Tiase. And if you are doing Mammy for we see. Me fire no, Crepiano. Me fire. Alright, so that is it. Mammy for we see. Me mammy chiba for him if in New York. America, Yankupon share me mammy de bia share a program yon fa mega TV India grow. Yera Royal B, Mammy Royal B, Yankupon share me mammy on UK. Any other part of the European countries in Mamma fi Germany, France, Canada, any Italy, Yankupon and Shisham because ye share more, de bia dient mammy can same way no. Ye share ewo ye page in more you all the countries are moving. In Ghana for moving in an Yankopon in Shiramonso. Said the Biamobana Mubiti no Carno. And this is the time we have to vote for change. Vote for visionary person. vote for somebody who can. Then Mahamana make us to Abamana or banners or be idea any the interest of we the citizens are. In fact, Obebo is my Yohan, Obekasi, I now call in our turn platform cousin to our GM, just like Captain Smart. Captain Smart is a card-bearing member of NPP, but when they bought NPP, a teaching Captain Smart. That is a genuine and professional journalist. Why not say he will serve his country forever. Will be paying respect to the country. No? So I know Bia, it is a Kwame Sifakan or Wajisika. I was in a appointment. I can't want to one Paul Adumochiri. Any other, presenters they can't speak because of what they have collected, because of any maybe we are not like them. Yedi assembly banner say can wasema. Inti JDM, we know say Obeba 2025 7th January you are going to be the president and no disputed. Yes, yes of me produce exams yes of me yes of, but per what we are seeing no, per what is going on in this country no, we know say he is going to be the president and MPP4 can do nothing about it. They can do nothing about it. Before mo ti say rapture no said ye Nyankopon ne maye no ebeye no mitimi studio ha be unse hwew na mekọ se ma me fa unsi enti that is it. Nyankopon hira me ma me unis for su ya hwe me Nyankopon hira papa eni obi bia hwe Mega TV eni ye platform de bia news no Nyankopon enye mo kese ma me fa unsi. Subscribe for latest update. For comment ni to me here papa. Like idumadi no famaye na share na bibia entime nkoso wano. Enti once again, thank you very much. Hope sina doye Mr. Asanitano Nyankopon Shiram for reviewing this secret. Mo ena mama Ghana for ehu. Enka Agyapade book no, they were sweeping it under the carpet. Kasambi ni baby share. Because maka me se me koba me yanko pachuti me maka Agyapade book APA 2016 yante APA 2019 yante me produce as me free so she say they ahead you APA 2019 and finally APA 2024 Nyankopon chire bibi in spirituality no three things are 3 say chire bibi. Spiritually no adhere 3 HDBB and this 2024 appeal no, it means above for good and better. It is taking them to position because it will never come to pass. Ghana ma obi emfa Ghana as his or her bona fide property aden yana nanu mamudi omumuja hatu o mine sana moye Kwame Nkrumah bidebia meka the boxer short and no sheno kwano. It was for the states. Now coat of arms ebum. So how can you tell me say what will be this so for 4 years, 7 years, and you want to take everything? You want to take everything belongs to the state. Aden a pastor timamu for a beden na so yet me abobra ko yenim because idea was the create ema obitina baby onye adwuma ye no onyanye producer. So it is very bad. I mean, penasem no way me can a hanoma. Was so amam, or Tiano no boom and Chebusia Mimfosi, before his account to some so, Mamimfosi, Yankupon shroud. By the account of Corona, young Fahum, so best to say, that is the truth. Bye bye.